All right, perfect. So I guess we are live now, and I wanted to welcome everyone who is here with us in Zoom and those who are watching us on YouTube. So we're here today with our regular format of VC pitching sessions by InnMind. And today we're focusing our deal flow on gaming entertainment startups. So as always, before actually moving on to the most interesting and exciting part of today's session, I wanted to give the word to our investors, our VCs, who are here with us today. So I wanted to start with Steve Van Simpson from Yellow Capital. So Steve, if you can just give us a brief introduction about yourself and your investment thesis, that would be amazing.
Hello, nice to meet you. It's a pleasure, first of all. Second, Yellow Capital is kind of incubator with investment part of the business. Yellow, it's a huge group and with several companies in it. So we are launching at the moment a new network on the blockchain, a P2P network for exchanges. But here it's the Yellow Capital part of the company, and we make investment with, we regard to have synergy between our own product and the investment we made.
Perfect. Yes, Steve, thank you so much. I see that Patricia from your team is also here with us. So hi, Patricia, pleasure to have you with us. So if you want to add anything to what Steve said, then please feel free.
Hello, and thank you for this time, for everyone. So, I'm Patricia, and I'm in Thailand currently. I help with incubator in Thailand. We have a very nice space here for our incubates. And yeah, very excited to hear the pitches tonight.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much.
It's 10:30. It's 10 o'clock now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll try to make it, as efficient as possible so you can go to sleep on time. Thank you so much. So I wanted to give a word then to our already beloved guest here, 369 Capital and Jonathan Habit. So Jonathan, please go on.
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, I'll try to keep it short. 369 Capital is a venture firm based in Switzerland. We started operating earlier this year, mainly focused on GameFi, DeFi, and NFT. We've done a lot of infrastructure. Over the last couple of months, we slowed down a little bit, but with the market picking up again, and that's why I'm also excited to be here. We see some quality coming back into the market, projects that are raising now that could be the winners of the next bull run and beyond that. So yeah, happy to be here, and happy to listen to all your pitches. Thank you.
Perfect, Jonathan. Thank you so much. And I wanted to give the next word to Robbie Jill from Kommunitas. So Robbie, please.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Robbie and I'm from Kommunitas. Kommunitas is basically a decentralized and tierless launchpad, and we also sometimes incubate projects. And yeah, happy to be here and look for all the pitches tonight. I'm based here in Indonesia. It's quite late here, just like the one that from Thailand just now. So yeah, looking forward for that.
Perfect, Robbie. Yeah, thank you so much. This is a note to InnMind that maybe we have to adjust our timing a bit to match everybody's schedules. But yeah, that's a note for the next time. So yeah, thank you so much, Robbie. And again, our beloved guest here, Ivan Simona from Cryptomeria Capital. So Ivan, if you can give just a brief intro, that would be amazing.
Hi guys, pleasure to be here as always. I'm Ivan, managing partner of Cryptomeria Capital. We are a VC fund investing since 2020, early 2020 as a family office, and now forming a more institutional fund with institutional grade investors and setup. We also have Cryptomeria Labs, in which we incubate our own and build our own projects. We currently have 4 projects going on there and a few more in the pipeline.
Perfect, Ivan. Thank you so much. And I wanted to give a word to Zach Hungate from Everyrealm. So Zach, please.
Hi, everyone. I really enjoy meeting you all through these pitches. We run a venture capital fund based in New York City, investing in pre-seed and seed metaverse gaming and metaverse infrastructure. So this is right up our alley. We run an NFT fund as well. So to the extent your projects are launching in-game NFTs, we can participate in that as well. So looking forward to meeting you all and hearing about the exciting things you're building.
Okay, perfect, Zach. Thank you so much. And the last but not least, the Karan Gankhi and Sumit Surana from Cypher Capital. Are you here with us today?
I think they will join later.
Okay, perfect. So then, yeah, we're done with the introductions from the investors side, and the ones who are late will join right for the pitches. And yeah, moving on to the most exciting part of today's, and I wanted to give a word to Christian Gascons from G4AL startup from Spain. And before sharing your deck and starting the pitch, I wanted to remind all the founders that you have 5 minutes to pitch. This is not my favorite thing to do, but I will have to stop you when I have my timer on. So please be on time, and you can share the screen with your pitch deck so it's easier for everyone to digest the information. So Christian, please, the floor is yours. You have all our attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I promise to be on time for everyone's time. Yeah, just 1 second. And here, you can see the presentation, right?
Yes, we can see it. It's perfect.
Okay, perfect. So, okay. Just 1 second. Here. Okay, so well, yeah, my name is Christian Gascons. I am COO at Games for a Living, and so we are basically a Web3 game company that throughout the use of blockchain technology, we will help the games industry grow from the 200 billion to the 600 billion in the next decade. So basically, what we're doing here is that we are developing a 360-degree platform that will allow us to drive the mass adoption of blockchain games into the Web3 space. So basically, this platform is running on G4AL chain. And G4AL chain is a proprietary permission blockchain. So you actually need a username and password to log in. And it's made for gamers and by gamers. So this chain is already working. It's built on top of Google Cloud Run and Kubernetes, and it's capable of handling tens of thousands of transactions per second. Our blockchain blocks are stored in a JSON RPC format, so actually players can actually create their own tools to analyze it. And then we have our first 2 games. In this case, we have Elemental Raiders and Millionaire Wars, which both of them will be launching this year in 2022. And we are going to release them in cross-platform devices, starting from on PC, and then we'll move on to iOS, Android, and finally we'll move on to consoles. So Elemental Raiders, yeah, it's a new genre. We call it the Hero Battles, and just to keep it simple, I will play 2 videos. They're like very, very small videos, but the first one is a cinematic that introduces the game story and the characters. And the second one shows beta in-game footage, so that you can actually see what the game looks like today. And actually, this is like really nice timing because this week we will be opening our beta to everyone. So feel free to log in on elementalraiders.com and just download the beta and try it out, please. So everything that you're about to see is the technology, and the technology behind has been created in-house. So we have not externalized anything. And yeah, well, let's get started with Elemental Raiders cinematic. Okay, so that was it. Hopefully you get the sound of the video. Not sure, but
No, we don't,
oh,
unfortunately.
you
Yeah, we
don't.
don't.
Ah, that's actually bad. Okay, well, there was you know, a voice off and the soundtrack, obviously, and then this is the gameplay. This is the gameplay video. It's actually 30 seconds, and this is basically to show you a little bit of the in-game footage. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy game mixed with Pokemon and Hearthstone. You basically have to build your, you know, your team and select your skills. Basically, you know, at any given moment, you can convert these skills to NFTs and place them in the marketplace. Okay. So, well, now that you know more about Elemental Raiders, yeah, let's have a look at Millionaire Wars. Millionaire Wars, like I said earlier, it's our second project in the pipeline. So this is basically a new take on the match-3 genre with a luxury grown-up look. And this will make Millionaire Wars more suited to the Web3 market than other well-known match-3 games such as Candy Crush, for instance. So our art director is Javier Leon. He's a worldwide expert in virtual jewelry, and he's best known for, you know, he was an Emmy nominee for the Netflix series The Crown. He's specialized in creating this kind of art, and he actually got an NFT sold last year for 1.5 million euros. And yeah, this is the last video I'm going to play. It's a 30-second cinematic video of the game that will help you understand the game concept.
Christian, your
Yep.
time is over, but if you want to just play this last thing, you can do that.
I'm sorry, what?
I was saying that basically your time is over, but if you want to play this last thing, then you can do it. Or if you want to wrap up in wordings, then
I will.
go ahead.
I will wrap up then. I will wrap
Okay.
up. Yeah. So yeah, basically this is the last slide. It's the platform utility token, which is the Game Gold token, which is what we're currently running right now. The token will list in September 2022, and we're currently closing the private sale at a 75% discount over listing price. So yeah, that was it. Sorry about that. I did not think that that was going to take more than 5 minutes. So yeah,
no worries. No worries, Christian. Yeah, thank you so much for the presentation. So it's time for Q&A. Investors, any questions to Christian? Who wants to start?
Is this going to be a 2-token economy or a single token economy?
They're going to be 2 tokens in this case. Yeah, I could actually have someone from the team to explain, you know, the tokenomics and the game mechanics, because it takes long. I actually can send you over the elementalraiders.com white paper, where, you know, we specified this. I believe that this will answer your question. It's
What's
white
the
paper.
rationale for using like 2 tokens instead of, you know, your governance or utility token, and then, you know, like a USDC or something like that?
Yeah, well, basically, since we are making a platform here, a whole infrastructure, we you know, the token that pays for every transaction is the Game Gold token. So at the moment that the game goes live, the token will start getting value, and players will be able to use this token to purchase things in game. And also the fact of holding this token will grant them this second currency in game, which will allow the players to increase the level of these NFTs that they have created. I'm not sure if this is very clear, but you know, there's like this closed loop. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions to Christian?
No questions.
Yeah, so I would like to know more about how big your community is currently and what marketing efforts you have made for your project.
Yes, we're currently increasing and growing now our community. So, you know, the fact that we come from the traditional video game industry has made us see, you know, everything from you know, from outside, and basically we've seen that in the Web3 space, we saw that the usual was to first market the game, first increase a community before even having a product. that can be sold. So, our CEO, for instance, is Manuel Sort. His last work was as a vice president at Activision Blizzard King. So we are kind of used to working with like huge projects here, and we didn't want to compromise our image. Trying to sell something that we do not have yet built. So that's the reason why our community now is like very, very small, and we are increasing it now. I think in Discord we have something around 5 to 6K users, and Twitter we have, I think it's 13K or something like that. But just today, for instance, we have announced a partnership with Guild Avocado Guild. And we will be starting announcing in a 2 to 3 days basis all the guilds that we have closed that are a lot, like YGG, Avocado, and I could be going on. And if you need more information, I can send it over. I just don't want to steal any other member time here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect, Christian. Thank you so much. Any other questions to Christian? Okay, I guess that's it for in terms of questions. So Christian, yeah, thank you so much for the presentation, and Abdul will be following up in private with everything else that's going to be up. So yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
So we're moving to the next startup, and I wanted to give a word to Alessio Coleri from Haunted Space, a startup from Italy.
Hello guys, nice to meet you. I'm Alessio, the guys from Haunted Space. I work with basically tokenomics and VC partnerships for Haunted Space. So yeah, if I can start, I can share with you my screen and I can go on with the presentation.
Perfect, yes, please go on.
Okay, perfect. So Haunted Space, basically it's a game that has been built to be released on the main console, so PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. So right now in the crypto market, especially in the play to earn industry, we are finding some major problems that are related to the low quality of the games, an uncertain game release, and also the lack of connection between traditional gamers and the play to earn games. So Haunted Space is basically solving these problems, creating a very high quality game that is built with a Real Engine 5, so the top quality possible. And if you search for us, for example, on YouTube, as you can see here, we have been already published by the most known names in the industry. So IGN, PlayStation official channel, Xbox also. So we already have a big follow-up from the traditional gaming industry. And talking about the production time, we are building this game since 4 years. So for this reason, we will be able to release the first single player beta of the game by the end of the year. And on the next year, we will also release our play and earn blockchain game. And to create a connection between the traditional gaming industry and our play and earn game, we are basically focusing on our two products. So we have the single player version of the game that is not connected with Web3, and it will be used to attract traditional gamers coming from the standard gaming industry to understand that they can earn money while playing a very high level game built on a Real Engine 5. And for this reason, we created our multiplayer play and earn version that will be used for that reason. So talking about our team, this is our core team. Luca Michelotti is the founder of Italian Game Factory, that is the company that is producing Haunted Space. And then we have Giorgio and Ivan Venturi that are owners of iMaster Art and IV Productions, that are basically companies that teaches to all the students how to build games. So basically, we integrated in Italian Game Factory the top students coming from these academies to build a Haunted Space game. So as you can see here, we are 30 people in our team, and we are ranging from the marketing side to the Web3 integration, but the most of our team is basically to build a game that is fun to play and it's good, and it will be over the majority of other games that are releasing on the crypto industry. So other notable things, we are building with a Real Engine 5, and we want an Epic Mega Grant from Epic Games, that is basically the company from Fortnite guys. And we also participated to some international events like the Blockchain Week in Rome, where we won the first place and we got awarded by Forbes. And we participated also to the Huobi Tech Hackathon 2 months ago, and we reached the second place worldwide. So talking about our products, our first product will be an NFT collection for our avatars that will have a lot of different traits, but especially they will be useful in game. So they will generate extra rewards for the gamers, casual snapshot, and also we will give access to the single player version and the multiplayer beta of the game. And obviously they will grant also some early access, like for the token private round, whitelist and discount for our future sale. And they will generate also fees that will create an Haunted Space bank. So basically a wallet that will be managed by the DAO. Talking about our token economy, we have 2 tokens. So the governance token will be used basically for the DAO and to stake to play. And also we are introducing a deflationary plan for our governance token because we are connecting the economies from the traditional gaming industry. So every sale that we will make on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam, a portion of that sale will be used to buy back and lock our governance token. Here you can see our tokenomics. Basically, we are raising $5.08 million, starting from a fully diluted valuation on $10 million up to $20 million on the public sale. We made this tokenomics together with Cdify, that is basically the biggest launchpad on the crypto gaming industry that incubated us. So we are working close to them. We have like 15 people from their team that are working together with us to create this project. And here we have also our reward token, but we are not selling on that token. So the only way to earn it is to play the game actually, and you can use it as the main currency in our future marketplace. And the most important thing is that we are creating a new way to reward the people in a sustainable way. So we are taking in consideration the price of our Haunted Space token, the number of players that played the game in the past days, and the marketplace volumes. So using that things, we can create a real weighted release that can really follow the expansion or contraction of our ecosystem. So in the end, here we have the roadmap. So right now we are in the private NFT sale, and we are open the raise for our seed and angel investor sale for our governance token. And we will proceed with the raise until we reach the beginning of the next year. So between Q2 and Q3, when we aim to list the token on decentralized and centralized exchanges. So basically we are listing the token the next year for 2 main reasons. The first one is the economy recovery that will happen in a few months. And the most important thing is that we will be the first project in the crypto industry to first release the single player version of the game on the traditional console, so Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation, and then list a token on the exchanges. And then we will open the marketplace and we'll release by Q3 of Q4 of the next year, the multiplayer beta of the game. So basically that's the presentation. If you have any kind of question, just let me know.
Thank you so much, Alessio. Great pitch. Almost on time, almost.
Okay.
So, any questions to Alessio in Haunted Space?
Hi, Alessio. Thank you very much for the presentation. I just have one question. Do you have you already onboarded any guilds?
Oh yeah, we are talking with some small guilds, but obviously we are in search of some guilds that can help us. Also, regarding the guilds, we will also have like a rent possibility on our battleship, so it will be even easier for the guilds to interact with our game. So we are in search of them. We are in talk with a lot of VCs, but guilds will be also one of the things that we want to to contact in that phase.
Okay, so when you were saying NFT pre-sale, that's mostly towards your community.
At the moment we are creating partnerships with like INO platforms. We are incubated by Cdify, so they will release an NFT platform very soon, probably in 1 month, and we will be one of the first projects that they will launch. Also, we are in talk, for example, with KuCoin, InnMind, so the NFT launchpad of KuCoin, and we are closing the deal with them in these days to be able to launch our NFT collection also with them.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Any other questions? Okay, Steve, Robbie, Zach, no questions from your side? Jonathan?
Oh, so far so good.
Okay,
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, it looks great. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Amazing. So Alicia, yeah, thank you so much. Indeed, that was super clear from my side as well. So I guess you will continue in private conversation. So yeah, thanks a lot for the pitch and great to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. So we're moving on to the next startup, and I wanted to give a word to Baha from Revention from UAE. So Baha, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for your time and nice meeting you all. So Revention is a play to earn game that we launched the project back in April 26th this year, and it's a racing game. So what we are trying to challenge here is the like people are used to the games, the 2.0 games, where they get addicted to it, they play the games, they enjoy it, but it's owned and published by the game publishers. So we want to challenge this by having a transition between the Web 2.0 to the Web 3.0, where people can have a nice game experience with like immersive kind of visuals, and where they can play in a decentralized kind of ecosystem, and as well they can generate money, and as well they can have their own assets within the game. So far, so Revention is a mix between a Need for Speed and Twisted Metal franchise. It's inspired by the Mad Max kind of look and feel. And so far, what we have done, we have our alpha version of the like we created a prototype, a playable prototype, and we launched it. I'm not sure if you can see the video, or
no, we don't see the
not.
video.
Let me down just a second. Sorry. Now, is it working?
Yes, it's
Okay.
working.
So what we have done, that we took the road where we create a prototype, a playable prototype, and people can go, if once they buy the NFTs from our website, they will be able to play the game. We are releasing a competition very soon. So this is the environment that we have created on the like previous game, and now the one that we are revealing tomorrow, first AMA. We have the new game would be with this look and feel, and it will have a multiplayer kind of like two players that they can play at the same time at the stage. So this is from the new game itself, the alpha version. So far, what we have achieved, that we have like over 350K in terms of sales. People are buying the NFTs online and are waiting for the product itself. Our business model, like the whole thing where you can go have your own car, the car you can upgrade it within the garage, have the parts, the weapon, you can trade it, you can earn rewards by racing, by battling other players, having tournament and open world system. And at the same time, you can have by staking and lending and renting the assets by having passive income. This is the look and feel that I showed you of the game in terms of concept art, the map. So far, we are at the seed round. We have like the seed and private and the launchpad. We are at the seed round, and with the TGE market cap of 534K. What we have in terms of core team, I have been in working in a digital agency for the last 17 years, exposed to different type of projects, AR, VR, developed many games for different brands like Red Bull, worked for Red Bull Mobile, lots of projects like Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, Dubai Parks and Resorts. worked on a project for Facebook and Uber. So this is the type of clients that we worked. The project that we worked on before. The team, we have a team with over 12 plus years of experience. Anthony, he is like behind all the design part and the look and feel, and Nizar, he's behind all the community part and the QOL. And Tariq, he has the strong kind of gaming experience and as well crypto experience. In total, we are 14 team members so far working on the project. We have 2 strong advisors. One of them, Eli, he created one of the first fintech unicorn in the region, and now he's stepping into Web 3.0 and he's helping on the technical aspect of it. Dylan from Zen Capital, he's the managing partner. They are known in Europe. They invested a lot in the Web 3.0 projects, and they are helping with the tokenomics, the bear market strategy, and all of this part. This is the previous work that we have done. Red Bull Car Park Drift, it was ranked #1 in 10 countries, over 2 million players, and the people drifting, having books of 8 and all the drifting part. We launched last year a game for an influencer in the Middle East called Karen Wazin. She has over 7.8 million followers. It has the game, it's around her and having Candy Crush kind of game, match 3 game, and lots of brands, they were part of it, being Reebok, Fenty, and Pantene. It was featured by App Store as App of the Day 2 times. Stargo, it's an augmented reality.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, just the last phrases, please.
Sorry?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Just the last phrases, please. Yeah.
Sure. So far what we have done, we have as I mentioned, we achieved the community. We have 100K in terms of community between the platforms. We have a prototype. We launching alpha. The plan is to launch by end of September to list our token. And so this is where we stand so far. And we are whatever we achieved before in Q2, and looking forward to build the product since we have a community waiting for it. And yeah. That's it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Baha. Great presentation.
Thank you.
So questions to Baha and Revention, please.
Yeah, one.
Oh, please, Jonathan.
Please go on. Now, okay. My first question would be, how many people do you have on the actual game development, working on the game development at the moment? And how are you seeing that scaling up over time?
Sure. We have so far 11 team members, and we are building it with Unreal 5 between the 3D, the 3D artist, the server team, with the blockchain team that we have. We are building the game with on the Binance Smart Chain BSC. So this is what we are like in total. There are 11 people in terms of game development. Team members.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
Other questions?
Is this free to play as well, and then the NFTs come in? Okay.
Yes, it is a free to play, definitely. So we wanted to have a fair play for everyone. It is free to play. Anyone can play it. There is definitely, if you play the tournament, you have different categories, different series. And once you enter the series, you can compete within kind of other players within the same level.
Okay, perfect. So any other questions?
I have some questions. So maybe it's a cliche question. Like how do you plan to overcome the inflationary mechanism for the token? Because as you know, as a free to play, when the user get a token, they tend to dump the token or sell the token as a rewards right away. So how do you plan to overcome this?
Okay, so there's 3 answers regarding this question. Basically, what we are trying to do is we have the REV, which would be the main token that we're gonna release, and within the REV token, you will have a RAB, which is the in-game currency. The in-game currency would have a value. We are working a lot on enhancing the game economy. and we're gonna evolve with time. Like we're gonna test it, we're gonna pilot it, and we see how it's gonna be. Like once we launch it, how this would be, and how to avoid kind of the burn of the token, and how it is always healthy. We have done our study in the GDD kind of during the GDD documentation, and we are still kind of trying to enhance it. But I guess the answer would be really once we launch and we learn and we read the data, and then we can change it and we can enhance it. So this is the approach that we are taking regarding this like this challenge, I would say. Does it answer your question?
Yeah, in a way. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
bye.
Thanks.
Perfect. Any other questions? I think not for now. So Baha, thank you so much for the pitch.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great to have you with us. So yeah, Abdul and the rest of the team will follow up with you privately. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
And we're moving to our next startup. And I wanted to give a word to Vadim Shevchuk, a representative of Boss Fighters from Estonia. So Vadim, please, the floor is yours.
Hello. Is my audio all right?
Yes, all perfect.
Okay, great. Thanks for having me today on the stage. I'm going to share my screen. So just give me a second. So you should probably see my screen now.
Yes,
right?
we can see it. Yeah.
Okay. So this will be a really quick pitch. I would like to say that this presentation is a shortened version of what you can find in the full version of pitch deck. So if you're looking for a bigger version of pitch deck, it is on an InnMind website. And yeah. So what is Boss Fighters? I'm CEO and creative director at Boss Fighters, and I also run a gaming company behind a gaming studio behind Boss Fighters. So Boss Fighters is a multiplayer action game where a VR player controls a powerful boss monster, and it fights a team of PC or flat screen players, as we call them, in intense physics-based battles. Enter the arena as boss or fighter to become a futuristic superstar gladiator to battle for valuable loot, ranks, and crowd amusement. So let's take a look at Boss Fighters in detail. Everything you can see here is actual in-game footage. The game is playable, and we are getting ready to release the game on Steam as a free-to-play closed alpha in the next month or so. So this is actual in-game footage, and we'll probably share as well a short video to showcase what we have already achieved. So just let me share the screen. And yeah. All right. I think the sound was also working.
Yeah, the sound was there. Yeah, amazing.
Okay, nice. Let me get back to my pitch. Okay, so what makes Boss Fighters unique and worth your attention? So it is literally world's first VR PC competitive action game with digital assets. And here we have major features. So it is an asymmetric multiplayer. So what the hell is asymmetric multiplayer? It means that one player is a VR boss and it fights against those flat screen players. That allows us to tap into a super engaged VR community that craves quality VR experience. And although VR community is not big in terms of the player base, it's still way bigger than all Web3 gaming community. Like one single VR game on Steam, free-to-play game on Steam has more installs than whole blockchain gaming community. It also allows us to expand our player base beyond VR-only community because we can tap into those mobile players and match them against those VR bosses. We can also have options like for creating VR-exclusive, PC-exclusive game mods, and it is also a really cool way to make those flat screen players eager to buy VR headset, and they're dirt cheap. They're cheaper than iPhones. Basically, for $300 you can get a VR headset right now. We have Move to Earn, and we hear a lot about Move to Earn lately. In our view, VR is the perfect medium to explore this, and it won't be like any Ponzi-nomic stuff. So that's just marginal rewards for VR players. If they wish to adopt crypto, it's totally optional for them. But still, if you're doing your fitness exercises in those VR headsets, why don't you do it in a fun VR physics combat and get something in return? We also have Watch Turn, which I'll talk a bit later. The game is free to play. We don't want to restrict the access. So we expect that the most of revenues will go like from fiat payments from those Web2 gamers, and we want to implement like clever clever game design decisions to nudge them gently towards like adopting crypto. And we also have creators support, and we heavily rely on creators support and rely on the meme potential of the game with all this wonky physics, funny ragdolls, destructible environment. So we definitely want to support creators in all ways. So you might be wondering, what the heck is Watch to Earn? And we think of Boss Fighters as a futuristic gaming show. So in Boss Fighters, players and spectators, they can cooperate to get mutual benefits by using, per se, Twitch API to run streams and spectate battles. And viewers can join those streams, and we can reward them depending on how many views you have on. We can reward players depending on how many viewers you have on your stream. So basically, the system is designed to expand the community even further, to reach out to users that cannot or don't want to play the actual game, but still want to be part of the ecosystem.
Vadim, just the last phrases, please.
Yeah, okay, so we have, I would like to emphasize the tokenomics that we have pretty low FDV. We're still raising in the seed round. We managed to raise 365K up to this moment, and the game is well developed, as you've seen. So we have multiple revenue streams. We're hitting all our roadmap targets. And yeah, we're a gaming company with 10 years of experience across all our team members are pretty experienced in indie and AAA game development. We have lots of partners in Web3. And yeah, we're getting ready to release our closed alpha on Steam in the coming months.
Perfect, Vadim, thank you so much. Great pitch. So yeah, questions to Vadim and Boss Fighters.
Really cool application of VR. I haven't seen anything like this before. I'm gonna dig into your deck and follow up if it makes sense. But great idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. So yeah, private conversations coming up. Ivan, please go on.
Hi, Vadim. Thank you very much. Actually, yeah, very interesting. I agree with Zach. Haven't seen anything 100% VR yet. I have a question. Do you have what is your like plans for the future? Do you plan to develop other VR games, or are you trying to become a crypto VR studio, or are you trying to build this into a metaverse? What's the plan?
Yeah, we plan to develop this in sort of a metaverse because we want to make partnership with brands because we have this big potential of being a gaming show because we have this boss. We can make like let's say we can have a deal with a Bored Ape Yacht Club, let's say, and we have a gorilla instead of a boss. Or we can do like some partnership with IPs, and yeah, there's still so similar to Fortnite. We even have like a bit of similar style. So we also want to develop expand the game in multiple ways. So we'll be developing for Oculus Quest, obviously to target this 80% of the VR market, to mobile platforms, and with all this watch turn stuff, we target lots of users here.
Understood. And the game will be free on release.
Yeah, it will be free on release.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Any other questions to Vadim? Okay, Vadim, I guess not for now. So that was brilliant, and I think you should continue in private. So yeah, thanks a lot, and we will follow up shortly on behalf of InnMind.
Thank you, thank you. Just check in the bigger pitch deck, because it's really a lot to talk about here, and it's not possible to say everything in 5 minutes.
Absolutely. That's why I remind every startup to have your profile on InnMind fully filled in with all the details, all the large pitch decks, so our investors have a shortcut to all your information. So yeah, Vadim, great job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I wanted to give a word to Soso Lee, the last but not least, from Zodiac World, from US. So Soso, the floor is yours, please.
Thank you. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it perfectly.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, let's start. Hello, everyone. My name is So, and today I'd like to represent our team and give you a presentation about our project called Zodiac. Zodiac is a GameFi 2.0 ecosystem project with an incredible background story. So from here, Zodiac will show you how our technology brings NFT asset to the game ecosystem and make every characters alive, form up Cosmos warrior teams, and build up their own planet. So we have two phases for the project. In phase one, Zodiac will finish the GameFi 2.0 ecosystem, and this is not a simple play-to-earn game. It's a fully playable simulation RPG game, and it also combines the DAO system into the game, allows players to select and vote how the game scenario will be developed, and as a result, to earn more in-game rewards. And in phase two, Zodiac will open the game SDK and develop API for the third-party NFT collections, offering the use case and gameplay to the PFT NFT, so aka NFT game infrastructure. Therefore, Zodiac make new metaverse as service and accept payment with our governance token. For market analysis, so our top-tier anime characters design and fine TCG gameplay with simulation RPG attribute will definitely attract anime lovers and the Web 2 plus Web 3 players, which makes the Zodiac with potential market of about 100 million users and 6 to 9 billion market size. Our colleagues, Alpha Hunters, and the famous in different projects on Solana NFT ecosystem. So we got collabed with OK Bear, Primace, Set on Crack, and Tripping Ape, etc. Zodiac provide a full script storyline with 5 civilizations plus a mystery black hole element. It's a dual token economy and includes leveling up mechanisms, staking system, breeding generation 2 with another Zodiac NFT collections. So instead of just a basic play to earn, players' action will affect the storyline and their game revenue. So this will make them addict to the game. So you can see here's a sneak peek of our game prototype. So NFTs are actually in the game and they drive mobile suit for battles. So for founders and advisors, Pino is our artist lead and he provides service including Lilith and Lancome. Those are the top Web 2 mobile game service provider. Soso is me, is a project manager, and Aaron is our game lead. We also have Jerry Huang and Feng Wang as our advisors to provide exchange resources and advice and strategies for the project. Here are some projects that we have done that include Jay Chou's NFT and the Shaq O'Neal's NFT. We have more than 40 project collabs with us, and we are fully organic community. So we have, this is our roadmap, and we plan to launch our NFT with the in-game token in Q3 and IDO or governance token in Q4. And we also have the future works that you can read from the deck. In our business model, the in-game token ODS is connected with the governance token ZOC. So we build a DeFi bridge between the two tokens. So when the ZOC tokens price goes up, both the NFT and the ODS token demands and values will go up. Here you can see ZOC token and ODS token. They are limited offering. They have the total amount here, and there are 45 of the ZOC are used for the ecosystem, and 10% are for the private offering. We have LD capitals and the mass wallet foundations join or seed round investment. And for the strategic round, we offer the token price at 8 cents and the FDV at $6 million. Thank you very much. And let me know if you have any questions.
Perfect. So thank you so much for the presentation. So questions to Zodiac World and So, please. Okay, Ivan, Jonathan, Robbie, Zach, any questions? Patricia?
Not from my side. I'm good. Maybe, yeah, we'll just need to ask for your help to connect us in a private group in Telegram, if you don't mind.
Yes, definitely. So everybody wants to continue in private.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess the presentation was extremely clear, and so yeah, I think you can continue in private for the discussions with the VC. So from our side, we will follow up with you after the session on the introductions.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect, thank you so much. So I guess we are done for today with the pitches, but actually before everybody leaves, I see that Karan Ganghi joined from Cypher Capital. So Karan, do you want to briefly introduce yourself and your investment thesis? And from our side, we will make sure that you also view and receive all the pitches that you didn't see after the session.
Sure. Sorry, guys, I'm driving, so this is why my camera is not on. But great to be here. This is the first time I'm attending the InnMind session. So yeah, hey, I'm Karan from Cypher Capital. We are a Dubai-based blockchain-focused fund. Asset under management is over 100 million, and we've been investing for the last 4 years, and have seed investors in Casper Labs, Skills, Cyrus Heroes, Sprinterlens, Star Atlas, Fractal, and a lot of other startups. So great to be here, and looking forward to review more pitches. Thanks.
Perfect, Karan. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Abdul and the rest of the team will follow up with you privately on the rest of the pitches from today. And actually, before everybody leaves, I wanted to finish the session with a question to our VCs. It's going to be short, but I think will add a lot of value to our startups that are here and the ones who are watching us as well on YouTube. So the question is the following. So what would be the best approach for startups to follow up with you, investors, after a warm introduction? So maybe you can share some must-do things for founders to accelerate the deal closure. So hope my question was clear. So maybe we can start with Patricia and Steve.
So, well, normally we ask for like the business plan, the pitch decks, of course, and then KYPs. But the presentations were great. Some very interesting projects that today. So yeah, normally we will do due diligence and check the projects. Yeah. Let's see if I don't want to add anything. He's managing capital.
Steve, do you want to add anything to what Patricia mentioned, or it's good? Okay, perfect. Then I guess that's all good from the Yellow Capital side. Okay, thank you so much, Patricia.
Oh, I just received a message from him. It says he's having some problem with the Zoom.
Ah, okay. Then yeah, then no worries. Understandable. Okay, so Jonathan, maybe you can comment something. So what is the best approach for startups to follow up with you guys after a warm intro to accelerate the deal closure?
Oh yeah, I think what is important, maybe not now in this market, but for some VCs, it sometimes gets like really messy in terms of deal flow and the amount of deal flow that's coming in. So something good to have is like a small fact sheet, maybe just a Telegram message, which points out like the most important things about token economics, valuation, and like timeline wise and these kind of things. Just as like a general advice. I think that works pretty well, and I personally would appreciate that if I would have that for every project that we're talking to, just as a reminder about like some basic key facts. I think that would be cool. But yeah, other than that, nothing to add here, I think.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, very good advice, Jonathan. Yeah, indeed. Thanks a lot. Robbie from Kommunitas, do you want to add anything from your side?
Yeah, maybe what I can suggest is like after you as a project or founder may make a group with VCs or Launchpad, just try to give constant updates regarding your project, because we as a VCs or Launchpad, we do not have, the chance to join in your Telegram announcement channel or everything. So make sure you can forward or send over the updates to all of the Telegram group that you have, so that we can know that you are working hard, behind the scene. So yeah, that's my suggestion.
Perfect. Yeah, this is very important indeed to keep the VCs and all the partners updated on your traction, on a regular basis. So indeed, completely agree here. Thanks a lot, Robbie. Ivan, do you want to comment from your side?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything that was said before. I think the biggest thing is to probably follow up with updates. I agree with that because, I mean, just poking VCs sometimes doesn't create any positive momentum, but continuously providing updates and showing that you are working really does create a lot more positive image. And especially now that the market is slow and quite frankly, there is no reason for VCs to rush. A lot of people are in a wait and see position, so you have to show so they can see.
Mm-hmm. Yes, completely agree. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Ivan, for your comments. Zach, do you want to add anything from your side as well?
Yeah, it's great. On our end, we're writing checks today in the 250,000 range into individual games. We own a joint venture with a top gaming guild called Method Meta Guild, and so they assist us with diligence on some of these titles that are good fits for guilds. Certainly heard a little bit of that today. I prefer to chat on Telegram, and that information is on my LinkedIn, but I'll reach out to connect with certain projects. But really appreciate you guys and putting this together in mind.
Okay, perfect, Zach. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, it's our pleasure to conduct these sessions, to make sure that we have really good matches with startups and VCs all together. So I know that Karan joined us pretty late today, but Karan, do you want to give a piece of advice from your side as well, like what would be the best approach for startups to follow up with investors?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sorry I joined pretty late, but I actually agree to most of things that everyone mentioned. But I had few things in mind. Generally, on a point of view from a startup perspective, I would say know your VC, right? Know whom are you getting connected to. Know that if you can't, but at least try to Google it, see their portfolio. What round do they invest in? Is it a seed round or a private round? What's the portfolio like? How do you fit in as well? Sometimes it's also very strategic, right? Knowing your VC definitely helps. In a bear market, you can always be it's very important to be as much prepared as you can. So deal flow is very crazy for VCs. Telegram is pretty swamped up with like hundreds and hundreds of deals, right? So it's better to really be prepared in every aspect. So I always recommend startups to prepare a data room beforehand. KYC and everything, you can really, push it at the DD stage and the partnerships and stuff. But before you get on a call or at least have an initial intro with a VC, keep a data room and ready so they have the pitch deck, white paper, the list of teams profiles in very detail, what they've done, advisors if there are any background on what value they're adding as well. Also the other stuff on the commercials, the TGE, the plan raise, the different types of raise, what is left, what's not left. Because most of these questions, I'm sure every VC would definitely ask on a call. And if it's already prepared and shared across in a document, and if the startup is comfortable doing that beforehand, it's definitely very helpful. And also there are a lot of other things that should be prepared as well, like go-to-market strategy should be in line, how you're going to achieve adoption, how you're going to get to that level, what's the plan. And I think in the bear market, I always recommend also startups to be prepared with some sort of financials as well, if that's possible, like some sort of burn rate, how much you're going to spend, are you going to survive the bear? All that also becomes critical. So in bear, VCs are much more, take more time, I would say, to invest. But in the bull market, it's even more fast, right? So having some sort of data room ready, it definitely helps. And it helps the startup as well, right? They're always prepared. They know what they're sharing. So be prepared and know your VC.
Perfect, Karan. Yeah, thank you so much for elaborating on this. Indeed, super important. And from my side, I agree with all the comments. So hopefully this also adds value to the startups who are hearing this. And from my side, from the InnMind side, guys, please make sure to have your profile fully filled in on InnMind with all the information. This will definitely make our VC's lives a bit easier in terms of having all the information in one place. And also from the InnMind side, we're here to support you. So don't hesitate to turn for help to our amazing investment analysts and the InnMind team in general to connect you with potential partners, VCs, or anyone from the ecosystem. So thanks a lot to Abdul for making this session a really good one, really entertaining with great startups and VCs. And I want to thank everyone who joined today. We, as promised, we made it very efficient today. Yeah, thanks a lot to everyone and wishing you a great evening. So hopefully to follow up with everyone soon.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for organizing this. Take care. Bye.
Thank you very much, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.